Hello, new Blade and Sorcery folks on the Quest. This is the Quest version, and I'm finally playing it, and I'm having a really good time. And I just wanted to say, I just wanted to make a kind of missing manual here because people have been saying there's not any tutorials on how to play this game. And I just wanted to talk about some stuff. I'm not showing how to load into a map or anything. I might show that in something else. I just want to show about like all the various player actions you can do first. So, first off, this is a very heavily physics-driven game. What I mean by that is I can, like, jump up here and move my arms out and actually hold myself off the ground just with the friction of my hands on the walls here. Additionally, you can climb dynamically anything that has an edge. If you grab an edge, you'll lock onto it. And, like, if you grab badly, you'll not actually lock on, but when you actually get to an edge, it'll lock on. So you kind of grip and move your hand around to try and get a hold. Once you're used to it, you can go pretty fast. But before that point, you may have to like kind of grip a little bit more. I find that the climbing edges is actually a little bit easier on the Quest version than the PC version, and I think that's because there's slower polygons. But it's still very cool, and you can climb anything like that. So another thing, say you can't climb something. Say it's a rock face. Like, say we want to climb up this, and there's not really an edge that we can grab onto. I can grab these blades here. This is kind of an advanced technique, but I guess we'll just start with it. Now, you've got magic. I can pull up these menus and go to fire and release, and that'll put the magic up. And these blades you can actually enchant just by holding them. You pull the triggers, and your fingers go out, and you enchant the blades. Now, when something's fire enchanted, it'll actually go through solid rock. Which means you can actually use this to scale a rock, or a castle, or really anything. Penetrate whatever. And see, now I'm all the way up here. So, something you probably didn't know you could do right off the bat. So, I should probably put that back. Force pull. Oh yeah, we should probably talk about this stuff. Drop me down here. So, force powers. Anything you have, you can force power and move. When you normally are playing, it has a little indicator. I've turned all the indicators off because I don't like them. But you can have an indicator to show what your force is grabbing. But if you don't have an indicator, if you just move your hand over it, you'll actually feel a very subtle vibration as soon as it has selected a thing that you can pick up. And so you can use that to know when you got it, and then you just pull the grip, and you'll move it around. While you're moving it around, if you press A, you'll push it away from you, so you can use that to like stab people. If you press trigger, you'll pull it towards you until it eventually goes back into your hand. And if you press A and trigger at the same time, it'll turn into a spinning death weapon that does a lot of terrible things to people. So, good little option to have. It's just going to be on fire all the whole time. It just feels like the home fire's burning. Alright, so, sword play. So, you can climb with full-size swords too, I want to note. It's not just the little blades. You can use any tool you want to do, and you can do a combination of, like wall climbing and blade climbing if you want to like mix it up. Anyway, just want to make sure people know about this stuff because it's quite fun. Magic. So you can enchant weapons, as I've been showing you. Fire penetrates. Lightning stuns. So this creates will stun people when you hit them. And gravity makes it so gravity doesn't affect the item anymore. So that could be very useful if you want to throw it at something. It'll. That was a very weak throw, but especially if you use the force throw, it'll just unerringly move. But you can also just, play around with it. And, I don't know, I kind of think it's neat. just the way that it operates once you make it gravitational. Also, if you stab something with this, it'll make them not have gravity, so you can kind of like push a person off the edge or whatever with that. What else do we got? So you can also just use these as spells. So if I use fire, it creates a fireball. And I hate this sound, so I'm going to actually change this to fireball. Anyway, you make a fireball, you throw it, and then you can direct it afterwards. So you can actually hit things very easily. Like I'm going to try and go through those two holes way off in the distance on that thing, and you can individually aim them. Yeah, made it through. Cool. Whee. Very fun stuff. The next time you launch a fireball, the previous ones no longer are under your control. You can also do lightning, which enchants things, or you can zap people and stuff pretty good. And then gravity, you can basically do force push. When you have gravity selected, when you do force pull, it will work on NPCs. That's something that a lot of people don't realize, so you can just force grab NPCs directly. I'll show you that in a second here. And also, if you put the two things together, this creates a gravity field that makes everyone float, and everything in the area float, which there's nothing in the area right here, but you'll see in a second here. So let's actually go ahead and show this stuff off. So like here's force, actually I'm going to show force pull first. So like if I force pull her leg, like lift her up. But yeah, and you can do the same action, so you can pull towards you, you can get all the way where it just replaces just with a regular grab if you want. Force push off edges is really useful. And, oh, these things aren't tied down. Let's go ahead and see how it works. So I look at this, your health meter's here, your focus meter's in the middle, and your mana meter's here. So. Sometimes the merge is a little buggy. There we go. So just getting it close will actually start the thing to kick into the air if they're not NPCs. But if they're NPCs, this will actually... Why did you attack me? Wow. There we go. So he's going to float around now. But yeah. Useless spells. Anything else that needs to be said? If someone's casting spells at you, you can absorb them with your sword, and they'll cause enchantment on your sword. Maybe I'll talk about some rooms here. This is just a little hallway type of thing. So this room has a lot of exits, and I usually start by going up because it's a pretty fast path. When you're doing this for speed, the multi-exit rooms are tricky because you need to check them as quickly as possible and then move through all the checks. So I go from here, slide down that. Whoops. Check this door, not that door. All right. So we got. And that doesn't go through. All right. There it is. There's our throughway. Throw weapons. It's more effective if, oh wow, I disarmed it by accident with that throw. You can disarm people, which is cool. In sandbox mode, like, not the random dungeon mode, it'll actually, what was I trying to say? I don't know what I was trying to say. So this room's fun. I found it a lot harder on the quest version for whatever reason. Like, gripping these things is just not as easy. So let's see what we can do. Slow motion. Whee! Oh, see, I didn't grab it. Ow. Ow me. Okay. See, I thought it was going to be really cool and show you how it's going to look. But I messed it up even in slow motion, so... Maybe you have to grab more of the center on these. Like, they might be tweaked different than the PC versions, so let's see how this goes. I love climbing in this, by the way. Pretty decent workout, too. Alright, so... There we go, got it. Oh, I can actually grab the side on this one. Oh, not, okay. I guess I can do it on the other PC. Or maybe they have it... I feel like they're set up differently for some reason. Alright. Well, if you can grab the side, it's not as big a deal. In the PC version, grabbing the sides doesn't work very well. Well, like that. Oh, we made it. Oh yeah, pumping your arms makes you run faster. So, keep that in mind. Close. Parkour. Oh, when you have a grip on something, you can always jump from that grip. So if you have a solid grip on the wall, just click the jump button to mantle or move over it. Shouldn't be here. No. Hello. Whoa. Oh, I guess we have to go up there. Stab her shield. Blocking. Alright, moving on. Alright, you got lucky. Because you got a shield in your neck and I feel bad. Oh, didn't work. Oh, that hurt my legs. Oh no, we got arrow people. Try to do this sneaky little jump there. Alright, didn't quite work. Let's go this way. Wow, got the wall there somehow. Ow, arrows. Oh, great. Alright, you can get me here. Ah! No! Ooh, I'm in trouble. That was close. Barely dead. But hopefully I won't crash this time. Last time I was recording something when I got to one of these last areas, it just crashed. Oh, that's not the exit. when you're grabbing onto something, whether it be a rope or whatever, or a sword, you hold the grip, you can adjust your grip, and you can do that with 2 hands or 1 hand. And you can, yeah, it's nice. And finally, most important thing in a run, you want to jump up and slam that thing. Yeah, that's a good one. Hope this helped people enjoy the game more.